Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empire of the Ghouls here on Tuesday evening at Kobold Press. Before I pass it off to our illustrious GM, I have a super duper freaking awesome announcement to share with all of you, which is that Kobold Press is in the middle of a Kickstarter. What? And we funded that beast yesterday within the first hour, so now you just get to join in the fun. You can join us for our brand new Kickstarter, which is called Campaign Builder Cities and Towns. It is a great kind of tome to help GMs run 5e adventures, crackled with rich lore, dark plots, and glorious NPCs. It is the homebrewer's guide to better fantasy worlds and cities. So check it out. It's going to be really cool. We've been doing some sneak peeks every Wednesday on Kobold Chats, and I believe that we've already started hitting some stretch goals. So the sooner you back, the sooner you get to learn about that. Now I pass it off to our illustrious GM. Okay, Kinsey.
Hey, oh my god, that's me. Hi, I'm your illustrious, generous GM, Mackenzie Hahn, known all over the internet as Kenzie the Hahn. You can find me on Twitter. That's pretty much the only other place that I exist other than on this channel. But yeah, I'll go ahead and kick our little intro over to Sloan.
Hello, my name is Sloan. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My mic's just a little quiet, I guess, on my end, which is weird. Hi, my name is Sloan, aka Arplebe. My pronouns are they, them. Tonight I am playing our little barbarian mushroom folk boy, Goosh Booshel he him. And you can find me on the internet on both Total Party Kiss and The Welcome In, as well as on Kobold Press, doing some TTRPG streams, and I also make a bunch of TTRPG content. You can find me everywhere at Artplebe, ARTPLEBE. That's me, Sawyer.
Hi, I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on the internet at queer_elf_club on Twitter and at queerelfclub, no underscores on TikTok. And there's links to everything I do on there. You can also see me on Somewhere Bound and other D&D and TTRPG things. And tonight I am playing our paladin, Solus Clastamon. I'll kick this over to my boy Alex.
That's me. I'm the boy Alex. Hi, my name is Alex. Of course. He, him pronouns. I play Iskander, the party's wizard. And you can find me on Twitter at ActorFeet. And you can find me here, obviously, but also on Spotify and Apple Music on my Half Orc, Half Orchestra podcast, which is a D&D musical theater improv podcast. Which just dropped its second episode recently. So yeah, you're not too late to the party if you want to join that. I'm going to kick it over to my good friend Friday.
Hello, I'm Friday. You can find me on Twitter, is Friday TV. And Dot?
But who are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing Vivian. Yeah.
I'm Dot. You can find me where little red dots are found. I'm back with Yuki, our poor little Darrow, who's never done anything wrong and is super cute and doesn't even know how they got here.
I know this and I love you.
Our beautiful little freak.
All right. I know it's been a minute, so I'll hit a down and dirty recap for the folks watching at home. But last time on Empire of the Ghouls, after exploring the castle that they were locked in, they found a Sister Ilva, one of the shield maidens of Just, as well as a little gnome, some sort of alchemist, it would seem, named Chapman, who has accompanied them into the dark caverns underneath the castle that they used to escape. Iskander was able to use his ghostly charms to intimidate the shit out of the guards that were down there, who ran off, screaming and crying, leaving a trail of tears in their wake. After they emerged into the sunlight, they were able to travel a little bit down this canyon towards Just and to safety. When they camped out, they found a fun little door. Unfortunately, unable to see what magic lied beyond, as when they awoke after their long rest, they heard the sounds of alarm from the castle behind them. They had found a way up the cliffside, and that is where we left off.
Whoa!
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Is the alarm still sounding? Is that
Yes, you hear the sound of distant voices. They're shouting with that concern, that urgency, as well as some very distant sounds of like clunk, 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 clunk,
we gotta go.
horses.
Yeah, we should. Let's go.
My worst fear.
My worst fear, horses. They are pretty scary, actually.
Riley,
Let's
you're
get out of
very
here.
big. Is everybody awake?
Yes, you saw that Yarrow had jolted himself awake, ready for any action, as is his brand.
My
particular
guy,
brand.
my king.
I made eggs.
Chapman has no choice, as he is stuck to Narla. So
That's right.
Right. He is. Oh yeah.
Very true.
I slurp the eggs down
What
and I
are
slap
the-
Darla on the hiney and
What
start
is the
running.
likelihood that those clip clops are bad news for us?
Probably very
Probably.
high.
Probably like 100%. Like, who else do you think ran away from that castle last night?
Can I ask? Then why are we standing here?
Yeah, we should go.
Great! I slurp the eggs down I made for breakfast and I slap Narla on the hiney and I start running.
I guess we're leaving. Iskander's gonna pick up all his stuff in kind of a hurry and bundle it up in his arms and start waddling, running.
So it's just, oh my god, okay.
Bundle that stuff up and run.
We're running.
So the if you are traveling on Narla, you are exempt from this, as Narla has uncanny scaling abilities as a goat. But everyone attempting to climb this, or rather skirt the edge of this mountain path, please give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
no.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you know. Oh god damn.
Please don't fall down this ravine.
Baby boy, it's your time.
I've had fun
Pull
on
us with
this stream.
I got a 10.
I got
Vivian with
14.
a 14. Okay.
God. First rolls of the day. Not
Easy.
doing well. Wait, we can go ghost. We didn't use our ghost. And we also rested. We could go ghost if we need to not die.
You can, but Iskander, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. And then
Oh.
Goosh, I don't see yours in here.
I got a 17. I just
I see it. It's at the bottom.
Did I pass?
Hey, that's not bad. That's a 20.
As
Wow.
you sort of take a bit of a tumble off the side, but Goosh, he's used to this, you know, he's been doing this for a while. A wanderer immediately throws up his arm to stay your fall, and all that tumbles down is a few rocks, couple leaves, and twigs. But you feel the
hell yeah.
That's the power of the dad arm right there.
Oop, watch out there.
The seatbelt arm.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. Immediately, you're good.
not a
Thank
blindside moment.
Keep going.
But yeah, it doesn't take too long. The adrenaline is coursing through your veins and charging you up this cliffside, and you are able to make your way to the top. There's a little forested area, and you see the light dusting of snow on tops of the trees, but it seems to have melted on the ground, leaving it kind of squishy.
Oh.
All right.
Ew. Not squishy.
Yeah, like a little slush.
Maybe we should try and make our tracks look different so that we distract them.
We could do single files. They can't tell how many of us there are because we'll trample each other's tracks.
Very smart.
Would
Dude, I can.
whoever would like to do this give me a survival check? You'll be checking two things.
All of us or one person elected?
Okay, you may elect one person.
I have
begin
a
this
survival
project.
of maybe like a +3.
I got +0.
I have a +4.
Let's let the mushroom do it.
Thank you very much. Okay.
And then Goosh, with your companion's help, you will be able to roll at advantage.
First one was better. That's a 19.
19. So your acid cap almost sort of reflexes at the sounds of whatever is chasing you. You know that you have probably, being conservative, 2 hours before they catch up to you, as they don't know where you are quite yet. The dusty layer of the cavern didn't really leave a whole lot of footsteps, and it was kind of windy last night. You got a little howling going on in that canyon. So it'll take them a little bit to track you down. So you do have about 2 hours to play with, conservatively.
Okay. Let's give him the old run around.
Tally
Yeah.
forth! Yonder we
Yeah.
go!
All right, let's go.
So I would like to attempt to lead the group in a confusing, circuitous path that will hopefully distract the people who are chasing us.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring up the
absolutely.
rear of that, just so no one gets lost.
All right. Cool.
Goose, do you know where you're going?
In a general sense, I would say yes. I do know where I'm going.
Yeah, so if you remember from last session, Yuki was able to kind of scout out the general direction that Joss was in, so you're able to head towards it to cut a little bit of time off that journey. So you know what direction you're headed in. Maybe not the specifics when you get closer, but...
Yeah, yonder it be!
Yeah, yonder.
So true, bestie.
All right.
You know, Yuki, if you yell too much, then all of the work that we are doing to cover up tracks will be for naught.
Oh, right, I'm so sorry. Yonder it be!
Well noted. All right.
Going.
What do we have to do?
Alright.
Do we have to roll anything to like hide our tracks or like make a confusing path or?
No, that was a part of your survival check.
Oh,
was to see
excellent.
how successfully you do that. So you do,
Great.
you all, I don't know, you meet up in one area and then you all scatter for about 5 minutes in order to create different scent trails, and then you reconverge and follow the one single file ranger path as Goosh leads the way, hacking through the underbrush of this like wintry wood.
As we're going, I pick up a piece of brush and I kind of drag it behind us to more obscure the tracks.
Brilliant.
All those years watching westerns really paid off.
Very, very, very good.
It would be very difficult to tell what manner of beast has walked this trail. The footprints are unlike anything anybody has ever seen. It's a combination of just like squishing tree branches, tiny barefoot darrow feet, maybe some armored feet from y'all, and then really twiggy parts.
Yeah.
A set of heels, maybe indiscernible.
Some heels.
As it should be. You gotta throw them off their rhythm.
All right, but you are traveling along.
Yeah, full speed.
Full
Can
speed.
we still hear them behind us as we go?
You can hear them very faintly and distantly. It's one of those things where you'd have to sort of...
But it doesn't sound like it's getting closer.
It's maintaining the distance, so it's not really falling back, but they're not catching up either.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. The underbrush has become quite a bit thicker in this area, but it's becoming a little bit difficult to navigate. And I think this is where we're going to have our campaign's first skill challenge. For those of you who are unaware,
Our first?
our first
Wow.
in this campaign. But for those of you who don't know how skill challenges work, each PC gets to pick a skill that they would like to use in order to overcome this particular challenge. This challenge being navigating the woods in between Jarlsberg and Jost. So, if everyone would like to tell me what skill you're using and why, and I'll go ahead and set the DC. And then so a certain number of successes means that the challenge as a whole is complete. Yeah. Stay tuned.
What's
Watch
the
and have
challenge?
fun. The challenge is to navigate what is the growing underbrush and ruins around the area. The ruins of war. The rubble.
Interesting.
Overgrown forests and abandoned houses.
Okay, I know this is gonna come as a surprise, but I'm a very wise Darrow.
So
And
true.
I'm gonna use my insight to figure out, to insightfully navigate these ruins.
Good. I am a strong boy. Oh no, I'm a strong boy, so I'm gonna help with my raw athletic ability.
Yeah.
That was mine.
I will lift things. Well, I do have a +4 to survival, so I could take survival as well and try and see like what we can do. If I roll well, we'll see
up
what
to you.
happens.
It's up to you.
I can do a little. I can do a little tracking. I'll do a little tracking. I'll try my survival. I'll try that out.
A little tracking.
Yeah, let me try.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Candor is a history buff. And so I was thinking maybe using like the locations of the ruins and all like the man-made markers between here and Jost to get to kind of like make a path to the city that we're traveling to, being like, yes, we're at this ruined fort, which means we're only 3 ruined forts away.
Incredible.
In that vein, I'm going to use my athletics and like, as Goosh was going to do, picking things up, including a scandier, so you can see over the top of walls and stuff.
Okay.
That is
okay.
incredible.
Vivian is going to tell everyone that she's going to climb things using her acrobatics in order to scout, but is actually just going to be a selfish bitch and do nothing and just take breaks up there.
Oh my god.
Not even bolstering the rest of us. Just
it is
Vivian,
very
beautiful I see.
Okay.
It is very difficult to see up here. Actually, I'm just.
We got an 18.
Give me a few more moments. I'm just catching my breath.
Solus holding a scanner on his shoulder. Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult.
I got a nat 20.
Woo! Okay, so let's break this down. Let's see, Goosh. I got Yuki's, I got Goosh's, I got Vivian's, I got Solus's, and I got Iskander's. That is everyone. Roll call is complete. So Yuki, with your insight check of a 12, your wisdom seems to be ebbing and flowing a little bit. Maybe there's something about this area. It's a little difficult to navigate, but you seem to manage to be able to sort of glean, all right, well, if the path sort of veers this way, that means that if it was once man-made, and you start following that train of thought, right?
Yeah, if I were a path, I would go this way.
There's that insight. But you do, as you begin to lead your segment of this journey, you do sort of hear the din grow louder behind you. Not too terribly loud, but just a little bit. Goosh, you know your survival stuff. You know your plants, you know your animals, and you are able to follow the moss on the trees, the pattern of the animal tracks moving away, meaning there's probably some activity there as you lead through, and you don't really hear those sounds getting any louder than they did while Yuki took the lead. Vivian, with your acrobatics check, I think you spend a little too long scouting, as you didn't really get the beauty sleep that you wanted the night before. You are able to lead, navigate, point out directions, but at one point you do sort of that way, and you kind of hear it grow louder once more, about an hour and a half behind you now, as the voices seem to rise. The clunk, clunk, clunk of the hooves gets a little bit louder. Solus, your athletics check. Beautiful, as you raise Iskander in the air, and Iskander's able to scout out all these ruins, and actually you're able to help him quite a bit, as he is able to identify historical markers that otherwise he would not have been able to see. It is able to find a shorter path to Jost, and as Iskander takes the helm of this final leg of the journey before Jost, you hear the voices begin to set further into the background, as though he's found a shortcut through life right now. He's just dancing through it.
Dancing through life.
Had to do it on him. Sorry. But yeah, eventually you are able to arrive at the outskirts of the city of Jost.
Hell yeah.
Is Sister Ilva still with us too?
She is, but she is worse for wear, pretty quiet.
Okay, just making sure.
I think her and the other gnome are on Narla
Okay.
at this point, more than likely.
Hey, maybe we should let the dwarf take the lead since we,
George.
But yeah, if
We usher Yarrow to the front.
can all of you see the town map of Jost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
That nat 20 was able to not only put some more distance in between you and your whatever party was scouting you, but as you draw closer to the city limits, as it were, you hear the voices fade back as they don't really want to pursue you into what is now their enemy territory. And you have arrived at the gates.
What a pretty little map we've got here.
Is
Good little map.
that the eastern gates?
You have arrived, by the Morgot Road right down there, as she said, putting her hands right in the camera.
Lovely.
Okay.
It's 3D.
It's a virtual reality experience. But yeah.
Okay.
We kind of push Yarrow to the front to like, we're with him.
You see him sort of take the lead with a little bit of strut as he like has his great axe on his big pick on his back, and he's just like, "This is my town." He gives people a little chin jerk, like, "What's up?" As he passes us by.
Oh, my little guy.
Well, I don't know about you, but that was quite the adventure. I could use a little bit of a pick me up, if you know what I mean.
You're gonna pick me up?
I'd pick you up, good friend. I'd pick you up and throw you as far as I could into battle, if that's what it meant. You want a little...
No,
Is
he
that a
means
good thing?
drink.
Is that like a compliment? I don't follow the line of logic.
You know,
Anybody
anybody
the
that's
greatest compliment. Why would I throw someone that I didn't trust on their own 20 feet into a horde of bad guys?
Fair
It's just,
enough.
if you throw someone to a horde of people who want to kill them, it just doesn't seem like... I'm sorry, I might be overthinking this.
It's a warrior thing. It's a battle warrior thing. You wouldn't. It's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I get you.
Right.
I'm ready for a pick me up.
Before you go and do your pick me up,
Please don't pick me up.
Why do you say it like that? I don't understand. I don't understand.
before you go and get drunk, can you lead us to Queen to disgusting? Yeah.
Yeah.
How about we do that business first, right?
Yeah.
Right, we do have someone
Probably
that
a good
might
idea.
be, turning into a ghoul with us.
Vivian, always with the good ideas.
You know, you make a valid point. I don't know where she'd be. I guess we can drop this one off at the Temple of Sif with her sister so that she can get some medical attention, if that's how you'd like.
Well, yes.
Fine by me.
We should
Sounds like a good
probably
idea.
ward them. Do you think they got our message? We might want to drop by there first and be like, yo, your sisters are infected. Your sisters are infected.
You
Right,
don't
right.
whisper anymore.
You know, you lot are a lot more focused than the groups I'm usually with. It's usually fight, drink, and then the follow-up administrative bullshit.
Have you considered that maybe that's why you're in this predicament?
No, not at all. Why'd you ask?
Nothing.
Not
Nothing
just my wise words. Slip it out.
Hey, well, I'll head over there if you wouldn't mind popping behind. I can show you the sights, give you a little tour on our way if you'd like.
Yes. Yeah,
Of
sure.
course. All right, well, this way. There are many gods they worship at Drost. I don't care about a single one of them. But if you go this way, you'll see that there's a little market on the side, and you can hear like "Come and get 'em here, folks! Freshly caught scallops." Just emanating from the area behind and to your east
Did
as
he
you
say
pass.
scalps? Fresh
Scalps.
scalps?
Scallops.
It's a
Scallop?
type of, it's
What
a
is
type
that?
of shellfish. It's a shellfish
Why would a fish have a shell?
for protection.
You've never seen the cave scallops?
Here,
Like a
been to the beach,
barnacle?
It's a little turtle there.
No, the
kind of.
cave
Well,
scallops.
Do
They
I
crawl
have a-
out sometimes and they wiggle around on the land and they're they leave a slime behind, you know?
I would like to
Like a
try one of
snail?
these land slitherers.
Are you describing a snail right
No,
now?
it's not a snail's different. Snail's different. It's a land scallop. Land cave scallop, you know?
I would like one of these scalps. When this is all done.
It's two syllables. Scallop. S-C. Anyway,
like gallop, but scow. So scallop.
I'm sorry,
we'll
I
get a-
can't
we'll
get
get a-
past. I can't get past the image of a slimy cave scallop.
Something
They're
about
a
that sounds
delicacy?
very
Trip-
appealing.
that's what trips you up, not the not any of the murdering and dead bodies from the cave scallop. That's where we draw the line.
I
They're
mean,
pretty
this stuff
fearsome.
you see every day.
Fair
As
enough.
opposed to what a crawling insect cephalopod. I don't even know.
Should we be talking about this on the way to the temple?
Yeah, because I'm gonna come back for my scalp. 2 syllables.
Sure.
You know, Yuki, I
Close
was
enough.
actually thinking about this earlier, how sometimes you remind me of some of those very distantly horrific creatures that I have seen drawn from the deep ocean. Maybe you would get along with those things.
Yeah? How deep? Like, how deep?
The deepest.
Deeper than the void?
Perhaps you, I suppose, wouldn't know unless you attached yourself to an anchor and dove in.
Oh, that sounds like blasphemy! I should meet them and tell them that there's no such thing deeper than the void.
Doesn't the
Well-
void go on forever? Isn't that
Aye, at the edge of the
thing?
world. Goes on for the rest of eternity.
Oceans technically
Beautiful.
have a bottom. They have an end. So
That's right,
Um,
their void is not bottomless.
right.
But I
Well-
would like to meet these voidly
s-
sea dwellers.
Like a squid. Is that the end? Is that?
What a terrifying name they choose!
A squid?
A squid? That
A
doesn't.
squid?
Yes! It makes the hairs on my elbows crawl in strange directions!
While we're walking, I'm gonna start like looking through like Iskander's bag for like a book that has a picture of a squid in it. Do you
The
have
most
any?
accurately
You
named
know.
animal.
It's kind of similar to Uki in a lot of ways, actually, now that we're talking about squids, because sometimes squids ink on people, and so does Uki.
Do I find a book in your bag, Iskander, that has a squid in
has
it?
such a wide array of books that there is no doubt at least one photo of a squid in one of them.
I pull out like a book on natural history. It's like a very basic like natural history book, and I pull that out and I start flipping through it. And I turn around with a picture of a squid and I lean down and I show it to Yuki.
Oh my, what a horrific and tentacled creature!
Right?
I'm
And,
having feelings!
and right
Oh.
at the middle of the mouth hole is where the ink comes out, kind
Oh,
of
an
like,
ink orifice!
yeah, an ink
Oh.
orifice.
A few
That's
of
a
my
good word for it.
cousins have those!
I
Right.
regret this conversation.
Oh, every day
Right.
you say something that just shakes me to my core, Yuki.
Don't blame me! Blame the squid!
What did the squid do?
It has an ink orifice. I should work on that. That seems like a lot easier than all this magic and
Do you think
Can you
there's
just
some...
can you just develop an ink orifice of your own free will?
No, Iskander, that's not how it works. Yuki is obviously related to squids, right?
maybe distantly.
Right. I mean, maybe it's you reclaiming your birthright,
Yeah! Give me back my ink orifice!
Right, well, would you like to go to the temple now? Or?
Yes, please.
I thought we were
very much so.
walking there.
I
while
mean, we
had this
are, but
conversation.
I
I would
mean,
like to walk faster if at
We
all.
were,
possible.
we,
I also
we
would
were
like
just
to walk
running the
faster.
bit for as long as possible.
I put the book back in Iskander's bag and I fastened the whole thing.
Thank you.
Well, somebody just followed the channel after that conversation.
Good. We found our niche audience
Yeah.
of,
yeah,
of squid
target
enjoyers.
audience reach.
Hey, we give-
Alright.
We give the people what they want. We give them those hard
That
ink
good.
discussions.
That good
Yeah.
ink orifice discussion. And the hard questions of can one manifest an ink orifice if they try hard enough?
Well, and to be honest, my cousin, when he developed his ink orifice, it was after his, parental corruption that we all go through.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
we develop strange things. I did not develop
So-
such a limb. I'm
Did you-
tentacles.
Did you say parental corruption as though you've been a bad parent?
As if
that's-
our
that's
parents
minor.
are bad to us. By certain standards. I mean, everybody goes through a little parental corruption. As
So you
a
got-
Right.
Daryl.
So
I
like you
loved
get
my
mommy or
parents.
daddy issues and you get an ink orifice in return.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody has to be corrupt. If you're not corrupt, you're not a Darrow.
Huh. Are we? I lean into Yara's. Are we close?
I've been moving a lot faster the last 5 minutes.
I'm gonna pick it up.
If I hear the word ink orifice one more time, I think I might permanently stay down at the tavern.
Yeah.
But we here. Normally I'd go inside, but I have lost my appetite, and I need to go lie down. Something about squids and sea creatures and the term ink orifice and.
You can stop saying it though.
It's okay.
In all fairness, squid is pretty good when it's when it's cooked properly.
You ate my next of kin?
Narla ate you when you were born. I don't want to hear it.
That's my cue, buddy.
Corruption!
Yarrow dips out after Narla eating.
It's okay, Narla. Don't let them judge you. You've not done anything wrong.
I didn't say she did. I'm just saying.
Right, I was just curious about Seth, actually. We've never really chatted too much about Seth, and I just kind of let it lie for a while, but is that the mutually beneficial eating? Like at the end of your life here, do you eat Narla, or does it go back and forth?
No, at the end, the void eats everything.
But okay, so I'm just struggling with this concept, I suppose.
I start knocking on the door of the temple.
Well,
the doors are open.
It's really easy.
I walk in.
When a mommy Darrow and one Darrow and another
Right.
Darrow love each other
Yes.
very, very much, they
Yes.
bump uglies and come up with
my.
another Darrow. And then it is
Right.
their responsibility to corrupt that Darrow before it
Is
bumps uglies with another Darrow.
Is that before or after the ink?
Oh, the ink orifice comes during the corruption process, or
Right.
potentially.
Are
And
we-
my parents, on the other hand, decided to feed me to this goat.
Is
Yeah.
anyone
Right.
looking at us having this conversation in this temple?
Everybody in this
You-
temple is looking at you have this
You can-
conversation.
Very cool,
We're-
very fun.
We're on holy ground. If you could please just keep your
Oh,
voice
it was
down.
not a holy process.
I start walking into the temple. I'm looking for. I beckon. Is Ilva walking or is she on Narla?
She's walking with you guys.
I beckon her forward, and I walk into the middle. Is there anyone here that looks like in charge?
There does seem to be a sort of like high priestess at the sort of northernmost part of this chamber. There aren't very many chambers.
I walk up to her with Ilva, and does Ilva bow or anything to her? I want to follow whatever her customs are.
Ilva is kind of on her last leg right now, so
Yeah,
when
I
she's
pick her
able
up.
to get to a place to sit down, she puts her arm around your neck and shoulder, and when she gets to a seat, she just sort of slumps on it. Her condition hasn't really worsened, but in the state that she's in, it has started to take a toll. When you're sick for a few days.
Exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah.
I approach the high after I sit her down. I approach the high priestess and I give a little bow. Does she acknowledge me? Or does she just-
She does, and she says, "I'll be with you in just one moment." After you see her start to bandage Sister Ilva up a little bit, and she and a few of the other shield maidens who are around, they give you a 1 minute please as they pick her up and carry her to an infirmary.
Take your time.
But yeah.
I just very much like the Sims idle animation. He's just looking around.
Looked a little messed up.
Mhm.
It looked a little messed up.
Oh, I thought you said I was a little messed up, and I was like, for bringing her?
No. She just looked a little messed up.
Yeah. And she's not doing so great.
Well, I mean, she's 3/4 of the way through a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you receive any sort of message about the missing sisters who came back recently?
Yes, we did.
So you know their condition then?
Well, we've been able to fight it off as it stands right now, but we haven't been able. They're in better condition. It will take them a few days to recover, but we don't know quite what was done to them in its entirety. So
He does.
Well, they might get better.
He does.
Oh,
He made the potion, at least. Maybe he can make a not potion.
you're the one who infected my sisters?
It's not like I meant to. In my defense, I was being held prisoner. I didn't know they were going to use human experiments. I thought this was going to be like an animal testing kind of deal first. Not that that's okay either. Not that that's no more really questionable.
Vivian's gonna reach over and just thwap him on the face with their fan. Tell us this, Ruth.
That is the truth.
Tell it in a way that doesn't make you sound like a liar, then.
Yeah, do it again. You heard that, lady?
I heard. What? How do you propose I do that? If everything I say sounds like a lie to you people, then everything I say is going to continue to sound like a lie.
Maybe you choose your words more carefully. When you said I didn't mean to, I was held captive. Those were very good words to say, but then you started fumbling on the, I thought it was only animals, which didn't make you
maybe
in a good light.
Put my foot
Maybe
in my
just
mouth.
apologize.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe just start by
That's
saying
good.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Let me start again. I am very sorry. I did not mean to make an infectious disease potion that would infect people who had families and such. I did not think about it when I was making it. I was only thinking of my own survival. And for that, I apologize.
Okay.
That
Okay, well, that was pretty good.
it's all right. You did what it needed to do, I guess.
C-.
So, since you have this little bit of knowledge, can you tell us what you did? Can it be undone? Or what you made?
Well, yeah, so what I made and what the conditions... Actually, do you mind? I could go over some papers and write some things down real quick. You can put them back on later if you want. I don't.
I untie him. Where's he gonna go in here?
It's true. This is a big room. You'd see me in any direction I tried to go.
Several shield maidens around that could probably kill you with a flick of their wrist.
I mean, I could tie you to Narla.
Here, let me write some things down. So I was able to make a concoction, and what they asked for was a sort of liquid distillment of Daracul fever. I was like, why would they want that? You know, because it doesn't make any sense. What are they going to do with Daracul fever? It doesn't transmit that way. It seemed like they had a gross misunderstanding of how diseases and infectious diseases work and what pandemics are like. But regardless, that's what they asked for, and they weren't very kind in payment, so I said, whatever. And he starts writing down a list of ingredients
Wait,
he put in.
Help me understand here. You're telling me that you took the fever that they pass via bite and turned it and distilled it into liquid form in which it could be fed to someone?
Right, but when the last time that I saw them use it was not on these lovely, horrifying, very strong-looking shield maidens here. It was on some of the willing human participants in Margot itself.
Question. By willing participants, did they happen to be maybe,
sycophants?
Right.
What does that mean?
Vampire simps.
They
wanted to be.
Well,
they
they
wanted
consented.
to join the undead. Yeah.
We did meet someone like that, didn't we? We met just outside of that one city that we approached.
Yes,
I
we met
can't recall.
a sycophant.
Sycophant?
Question.
It's like a word.
Are those the same ones that we met down underneath the city? Or were they willing? Remember? All the way back in the beginning when we rescued the yeah.
Perhaps.
Because they weren't terribly willing. They just happened to be under some kind of trance.
Right. Were they enchanted perhaps, or were they actually just, crazy?
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
sometimes it can be hard to
version of
tell.
consent?
That's
the
what I
thing.
mean. You know, if they're taking all of these people and it looks like they're consenting, but really, they're under some kind of enchantment and they're mass drinking this biological warfare.
Well,
Getting more and more complicated by the minute.
yeah, I don't really know, actually. I don't know if they're enchanted or not. Sometimes it can be hard to tell because, people are raised like that. So they come into the whole thing with a whole lot of enthusiasm, and you can't really tell if it's magic or if it's brainwashing techniques, but I digress.
Yeah, keep writing. Keep writing.
Right, I got you. So I'll get you a list of the things that they asked me to put in it, but it didn't seem like it was working at first. They were really frustrated with me. And to be honest, I'm pretty glad you came because if my potions didn't work, I might have been a little snack. A really small, about
when
3
you
foot snack for someone.
When you say it wasn't working, what do you mean? Was it just killing them? It wasn't turning them into ghouls?
I don't know.
Was it not having an effect?
Well, there was another part that they needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know what it was, and there wasn't anything I could do to modify the mixture the way that they wanted. Whatever it was, I never saw the actual ingestion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I didn't really leave my room that much, and it's not like it's much of a testing room. It's not sanitary. There's a guest room that's got it's 3 centuries of dust in it.
So they needed. There was another part to the larger recipe. It needed to be your concoction and something else, but you don't know what it was. Let me go back.
It was magic.
Notes.
I know it was magic. I just don't know what kind or what end.
We learned it was in 3 parts. I have notes for this. Right. There was. Yeah. Okay, step 1. Give them the elixir. Step 2. They have to be bitten by a stitch face. And then step 3, there has to be some kind of completed ritual.
Right, ritual, magic, that, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Wait.
What?
Does this have to... What? Do you know what the ritual was?
I don't, I'm not... I don't have a magic bone or cell in my body. I don't know. They could have mentioned it, but I
think I know what it is.
Oh.
That's great.
Would you like to share with the group?
Well, just knowing her from my brief travels, she probably won't. And he eyeballs the group. And then Vivian goes back to writing ingredients.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Sex. I think it's
That was
sex.
a read.
Sex.
Wait a second! We have a book about this!
I think it's
I'm sorry.
Sex?
We picked
I
one
think it's
up.
sex. There was that room, right? There was that room, and we've been following, followers of Marina this whole time.
Wait.
That doesn't make sense.
I start going through all the bags on Yuki. There's a book. We picked up a book. We picked up a book. It was a book of holy lust.
Oh yeah.
Does it have anything in there about,
I'm going-
rituals?
DM, I'm going to reaching over to take the book from Uki. Gonna use my bookmark of Eldritch Insight.
What?
I thought
who?
I'll give that. Oh, I think Yuki had that because I used it once.
Yeah, I
but
thought
I'll give
Yuki
it to
had
you.
Oh, do we
I'll give it
already
to
use
you.
it? Okay, never mind.
Did I use it though?
Is it a one use?
You did not use it.
I haven't used it yet, so
We
I should
also
give it over.
we also have this encoded Derek journal, but I can only either research about Derek or sex. I know which one I would pick personally, but
Okay, why don't? Okay, I'll take the other one. I'll take the other one.
okay. Here is the encoded Derek journal.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I will look into that.
Unencoded or decoded, that's the word.
It is
yes. Decode.
It's decoded?
It is encoded. You have to decode it.
Uh-oh. Okay, what do I have?
So true.
If you wouldn't mind giving me just a moment so I can get you guys some juicy goss, the hot goss.
Only the
Yes.
hottest of goss about this ritual of
Goss and
orginess.
Joss.
Yeah, what does this eldritch this eldritch bookmark do? I don't know.
So we have one use. So it's a cloth bookmark inscribed with blurred runes that are hard to decipher. If you use this bookmark for researching ancient evils, such as archdevils or demon lords, or other world mysteries, such as the Void or Great Old Ones, during the long rest, the bookmark crumbles. It doesn't grant you knowledge. So maybe not applicable here,
You're
but we
right.
could try.
I feel like I feel like I did. No, because
It
I
doubles it doubles your proficiency bonus on Arcana, History, Religion checks to recall lore about a subject of your research for the next 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Uh,
I mean,
powerful.
I am okay. We'll see what Mackenzie wants. For me to try to decode this. I don't know if I'm even capable of doing that.
I would like just a straight intelligence check, and how long are you going to spend decoding it?
I mean, we're just chilling here, right?
Are we in the temple, like the middle of the temple, just having this? We've set up shop in the middle of the temple. We are.
Yeah, you're at this like lovely little fountain shrine that seems to be a central focal point of the temple, but it is a little bit more still as it is like the morning. People are working, so there's not a lot of people around, but you're able to have like a hushed conversation to yourself if that's what you're going for.
All right, I rolled a 21.
21. Okay, and how long are you spending?
I don't know. I'll spend
Decode it?
an hour, however long we sit here chilling.
Okay, so it is kind of difficult to decode as it seems to use multiple encryptions, but spending an hour, at the end of the hour, you would find a passage that you're able to sort of put together, piece the puzzle pieces together, as it were. And it reads, "My agent's efforts were frustrated by the same irksome meddlers who are asking questions of the gristle dwarves. I'm confident that he will be apprehended when he leaves the protection of the wolf mark."
Okay. I read it out loud. Wolfmark, what is that?
Yeah.
Ew.
Cool nickname.
Yeah, if
Wolf
you'd like, you
Lark
could
or
give
Wolf Lark?
wolf mark of
Mark.
wolf.
Mark.
Gotcha.
Would that ring any bells?
Maybe with a history check.
I'm sure. I'll give a cheeky little
Is
history
that for everybody?
check. What's the worst
Yeah.
that could happen?
See how I'll do on
20.
this.
I don't know.
I
Jesus
anticipate not very
Christ.
well.
19 for Vivian.
That's a
Okay.
2.
22 for Eastkander.
Yeah, let me
Well.
get you some accurate
Yeah,
information.
I don't even know what a wolf is, so.
I've never. What are words? I got a 2.
It's like a squid, but with more teeth.
But more teeth and fur, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's like my cousin.
Oh, I pray to every god in existence that I never meet your cousin.
I have,
In the
I have
right
a
way
lot of
possible.
cousins. I have a lot of cousins.
now I'm intrigued. Now I feel like I need to. I want to go to a family reunion. What's that like?
I don't know. We don't have those.
Oh, okay. Well, if I ever, go home and tell my family I'm not dead, you can come to mine.
What do you do at a family reunion?
It's like a big party, and you all hang out, and you eat food, and you see people you haven't seen in a long time, and you catch up. Sometimes, some people have games. Sometimes it lasts for a few days. It's just a big party with your family.
That sounds horrible.
Well, if you like your family, it's not bad. But
Oh, okay.
I
Family
like my
parties.
family.
Family parties for me
I
are
like
terrible
parties.
too.
well, fair enough.
Parties I can pass.
It's not like a rage room. We're not like doing keg stands in the Great Hall. It's, it's food and hanging out with like.
But
I'm
what if
not
you
the
did?
weird one. I'm not the weird one right now. This is.
I say this is very unusual behavior.
Yeah, but you guys know that Iskander specifically, but everyone else who rolled above a 17 would know that the wolf mark is a sort of. It's not really a place that has borders. More of like a general reference to dwarven territory in and around the city, the free city of Just, and to the north of the evil principalities of Morgau and Duresh. So it's more like an area above those electoral kingdoms that was founded by the dwarves. Instead of like, they made it instead of raiding like coastal villages, they're like, the dwarves are like, let's settle down here. So there you go.
Good.
That is the wolf mark. And then
Yeah. Cool.
relay that. Yeah.
I guess Vivian's gonna check the Book of Lust.
So true, bestie.
Yeah.
There is a lot. There are a lot of walkthroughs on how to tie diagrams
Oh.
on how to tie various knots. Some little safety tips and little tiny like questions of consent and talking about different things.
While everybody else is like working on the actual mystery and like saving the kingdom, Vivian is just over there and she has her rope out and she's like trying out different types of knots.
Queen.
She's like looking at diagrams.
Okay. Rad. You don't see anything about like a cool sex orgy ritual, but you do find
Disappointing.
lots of tips and tricks for your personal life.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
personal growth.
all knowledge is good knowledge.
Personal growth.
Safe, sane, and consensual, folks.
Mm-hmm.
But no ritual that ties into the events that with this potion.
No, nothing specific.
That's
I mean-
disappointing.
I mean, to be fair, having sex with a ghoul, probably not, you know, the most fun. I don't know if that would be in like a fun ritual book.
I don't know. I feel like people are into. I mean, sex just seems gross. So, it's all the same
Fair.
to me.
Fair enough.
The fact that you're the one that said it is the best part. I love it. I love it.
Right. Yeah. Everything.
I find it
that,
repulsive.
To each their own, you know.
Everything that Goosh and Yuki do is just perfectly normal and very aesthetically pleasing.
Hey, don't bring me into it. I've never bumped uglies with anyone.
Thanks. Didn't need to know that, but thank you.
I mean, would you prefer the opposite? Would you prefer he?
Well, no,
confirmed
I just
the-
would have rather have not brought up the discussion of who we bumped. You know, it's just I've never
Never
even been in a relationship.
Are you
It's okay to never have bumped uglies with
you-
anyone.
All
You're
right.
perfect, exactly
it's
like you
all
are.
right.
Skander?
It's
No,
cute.
it's
It's just,
Skander,
you know, do you need to
Is your
talk
blood
about it?
untainted? Was
Do
your
you-
blood untainted?
I
blood was-
stayed in
Your
the house,
blood?
except for like a few pilgrimages with
Do
my
you-
mother. I didn't.
Do you
really
need to like
do
have
much.
the talk? Is that
I
you're
know
trying to
how
open
it
up?
works. I don't.
I want you to be safe. I'm just asking.
Oh my god, Dad!
Iskander, are you
bright
telling
red. Oh my god. Okay.
Iskander, are you telling me that someone wasted all of your pure blood?
I am telling you that I died and I was untouched by anyone. Yes, is that what you want to hear? I said it out
Okay.
loud.
Okay, well, don't
Yelling this in the
listen.
middle of
Listen,
In the
his
middle of
character.
it, as soon as he remembers he's in a temple, he just.
Between me
I'm
and
going
you.
to step outside.
Do you,
And take
do
a
you
deep
want to be
breath in.
alone right now, or is it? Do you want to talk? Is there?
I would appreciate some alone time, and not in the sense that I'm going to
No.
do anything. I'm.
No, I assumed
You
you
need
weren't
this
gonna do it
book,
on,
and
like,
she
the
holds out the Book of
streets.
Lust.
That so
Iskander
may laugh.
one-
You're not helping.
Iskander
You're not-
180s and just walks out the door without a single word
Don't
more.
get okay. He's gonna get kidnapped. I can feel it.
I think that went well.
All right.
Goosh, as you say, I think that went well. You feel a tap tap on your little shoulder.
Oh, I am so sorry, my friend. I did not mean to disturb you.
You can't sneak up on me like that. I have a killer instinct.
Right. Well, you'll fit in very well with the ladies of the Temple of Sif. I do thank you for bringing our sisters back to us. We were quite worried about their condition. Please do not judge them for whatever may have happened in that temple. They are mighty warriors. They truly are.
Oh, they're very scary. I've seen their biceps and a little bit of their rippling abdominal muscles. I think they're very scary.
Oh, so scary. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for coming so promptly. My name is Sister Jagoda.
Jagoda, it's nice to meet you. I'm Goosh Bushel,
Nice to meet you.
and these are my compatriots.
You don't have to
Shake her hand.
touch Goosh's.
Oh,
been
he'll
a while.
enthusiast. As soon as the hand's out, he will enthusiastically reach forward and just.
Oh,
Oh, that is soft to the touch.
But
It's
a
very-
firm grip.
A lot to warmer than it looks. I will say that is quite unique. But
I love her.
I wanted to thank you for coming here so promptly. And let me say again that you always have my gratitude for the return and rescue of my sisters. Your bravery will always be known here, especially in the Temple of Sith, because, we love warriors here.
So, not to interrupt your very gracious acceptance of our hard work, but has anyone fixed the problem?
You mean cured them of their fever?
Yes.
The fever has broken and has started to come down, but they will need several days of bed rest before they're back to their fighting condition.
So,
All right.
We are.
so it's not a death sentence that once they have it, it can be reversed if gotten to in time.
Well, we're looking into it, but that appears to be the case. It looks like it didn't quite take hold in the system. Whatever they intended did not happen. It does look. We have seen the ghoul fever before, and we have seen the Darakul fever before. But this is no one. They don't make Darakul the way they make ghouls. So this is very peculiar, and we have a few of our clerics looking at it. So hopefully, with our friend, she points to Chapman.
Sure, it's a strong word, but I'll allow it.
With our allies' help, we will be able to sort of reverse engineer something that will work to prevent, hopefully create an antidote or some kind of preventative measures. But I cannot say that I am hopeful because we are in new territory. We have great healers, but they are not the practicing science healers. The kind, the doctors.
Spiritual healers, more so.
Right.
Magical
Yes.
spirit. Got you. Well, I mean, something is better than nothing, I suppose.
But actually, I am loath to call upon you to place yourselves in danger again. So soon after such a harrowing task. Yet the portents show that the darkness encroaches again, dire portents, and we must determine their cause and take action.
Well, do you need more?
So there's a prophecy, or do you what do you mean?
Oh, nothing quite so divine as all that. But with the activities of the ghouls and the vampires on the rise, we've been very vigilant in searching for where they may strike next. Divinations have brought warnings of very great evil stirring. Very great. And stirring quite quickly. You see.
It makes sense.
We were trying to divine and to commune, but the future is murky. But all signs point north to the mountains. Beyond the Nether Strait.
Yes, we've heard a little bit about maybe the mountains being a little bit of a weird place to be right now, so...
A little tense.
That is where we feel the dark pull come from.
Of course.
Well,
why not?
Suppose we probably would have had to go that way anyway.
Sure.
I mean, the mighty heroes. I'm so sorry. I know you just finished over there and it was nasty business, and I don't mean to put you right in it again right away, Lounge, without a little rest and a little compensation. But we're down some shield maidens.
Oh, we need to go right now?
No.
Oh.
I
wanted to make us aware of it.
Yes,
We're
more
gonna
like this.
Well, we should probably... Do we still need to talk to the queen before we go? I turn to the rest of them.
Probably, yes.
Probably.
Well, the queen is arriving with her entourage later tonight. But she has business elsewhere. She has been traveling up and down the borders quite a bit in order to cultivate some sort of allyship with the Needheim dwarves. You know how it is trying to retake Krakovar. It's not easy. Especially with her not being the rightful heir any longer.
I'm sorry?
She's the Queen Regent.
Who's the heir?
Yeah, that would be... Mustache. Very big mustache.
The Archduke.
Archduke Avgost, yes.
Oh.
He would be the rightful heir, and he has not been very pushy in it and gives Queen Ursula all the respect she deserves, but he would be the next in line for the throne.
Huh.
Did not realize that.
I didn't know that.
I don't think it's something they advertise all that much because they want a very united front,
I'm
as
sure,
refugees. Yeah, you understand.
I get it.
That makes sense.
But our auguries are reaffirmed by talk amongst the dwarves. That's actually what the queen went to go speak to them about this danger. They begun arriving here in great numbers from the north. Most avoid speaking of their homeland, actually. But those that do, they mutter about. And she looks around. Dark doings and bloodshed. The word Ragnarok has been muttered often. These are hard people. You've met the dwarves, you met Yarrow.
Oh, yeah.
But something has them all shaken to the very core.
You mean
Whether-
like the Ragnarok?
Seems to be the sentiment that they are sharing, yes.
Of course.
But
Of course
there's
it
like steps to that, right? Like it doesn't just there's like have all the what?
Well, the death of Balder, followed by the natural disasters and whatnot. So
Yes, but we haven't seen signs of that Ragnarok, the Ragnarok of myth, but for them to be using that word, knowing what it means to them and to their people, for whatever events are transpiring, then we know that it is not good at all.
oh no, yeah, it's apocalypse. It's
They are
Not good.
they are yelling apocalypse in the taverns and in the marketplaces. Not yelling, more like whispering because everybody is really scared. But
well,
Does not seem good.
no, it is
Great.
really bad. Actually, we are quite frightened. I just didn't want to put a lot of pressure on you.
oh, okay.
Well,
Well, we'll do it. And I look around him, right? We're in on this. What gonna help?
oh, yes. I'm excited. At the end of the world is very exciting.
I will alert the queen upon her arrival that you need to speak to her urgently. But I did need to leave you with one piece of information that we had gleaned while you were over in Yarosburg. So in our divinations with our auguries, we were trying to commune with Sif and one of our priestesses. In one of these communes, her eyes turned white, like she was receiving a vision, but she began to thrash wildly, madly around. It seemed that something had taken her. When she came out, her eyes returned to normal, and she looked at us and she said, "River Cave." But then she collapsed.
What does
And
that
she
mean?
hasn't woken up.
Oh,
There is a river cave, but no one's been there in centuries.
Why?
Where is it?
It's a flooded cave. It's
Oh.
it's been flooded for quite some time. I don't know what would be down there, but we haven't checked it out in many centuries, just because it's not advantageous. Tactically, people don't live there. It doesn't provide food.
Mhm,
No.
mhm.
But I can get you more information about the river cave. I'm sure I could draw up some old maps and such.
Well, we've had good information from people who, do the divination thing, so maybe it would be helpful to have that information. We could go check it out, see what's up, maybe...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We're gonna need a boat.
That is true. Does
Or
anybody
do
sail?
some swimming.
Do you think? Not that much.
You see her, she goes off to another room and comes out with these armfuls of scrolls and begins poring over them. They appear to be like maps, and she's trying to find the right ones.
I will keep looking. But we should be able to find you a relatively straightforward path. I just have to find it. I know it's in here. Normally we have more scholars, but most of them have either been incapacitated through rituals or through dirty poisons given to them by the undead. You understand?
All right.
Just give me a moment. Or like a day. Please.
Well,
Yeah. We have
if we
time.
are to leave you and you need to take a break, I actually have something for you. and she will slide across the table the Book of Lust. You know, there are some actually quite helpful diagrams in there, and towards the back, actually, there are some short stories, such as The Forbidden Mimics, and The Sword Master Sheath, Night of the Rising Bones, The Virgin Sacrifice, which is actually starring my favorite character in these stories, named Iskander.
That was rude. That was rude. He's not even here to defend himself. That
You
is
said
so
in the
rude.
back?
I don't get it.
In the back of the book, yes.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
You know, these are pretty good drawings.
Right?
There's a lot of detail.
Don't get too distracted. You have to, you have very important work, but if you need to take a break,
You're a menace.
I appreciate you quite a bit.
And you see her like slowly tuck the book away into her personal belongings before kind of straightening out her tabard.
Okay,
Okay, back to work. I will let you know what I find.
Oh my god.
Did anything about the that coma sound familiar at all to what happened back in Solus's homeland? Anything sounding familiar at all about that?
So you would know that the high priestess, or not the high priestess, the grand imperatrix, her affliction is unknown still. And it's the cause of much speculation. If this was indeed the cause of the grand imperatrix's comatose state, they would have already figured it out right now, because Dornig has access to high-level clerics, healers, magic users, and they have all been unable to uncover the mystery.
Yeah, I was just wondering if, because they said they hadn't been able to waken homegirl that prophesied up either. Is she still...
Yeah, but this would have been, at most a day ago, so it could just still be the lingering effects of divine magic and overwhelming amounts of divine magic.
Gotcha. I'm looking for any clues. I'm looking.
Yeah, it just sounds like, it sounds more like the vision that y'all got, actually.
Oh.
Interesting.
We're
If
just
you
built
recall.
different.
You're just built different. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we kind of went into a white space and then...
The vision with the Baba Yaga, or that we had? That?
Yeah, the very
Okay.
same.
Just making sure.
Yeah, sorry, I know it was OOC, but you said Baba Yaga, and my brain went, you said what now?
No.
Oh!
No. I didn't summon her.
anyway.
I didn't summon her.
She's right behind you.
Oh god. Imagine just the funny thing is I'm streaming from my aunt's animatronics room, so
Your aunt's what?
Yeah, hold on. Don't just skirt past that.
slight jump scare warning. There is one hey girl.
Whoa!
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
There's
Wow.
Freddy Krueger to my left.
It didn't make it to stream,
Pennywise
thankfully,
to-
because that is nightmare fuel, for sure.
Yeah. And
Wow.
directly in front of me, Michael Myers. So
Wow.
That is incredible.
she's very into
That's-
Halloween. So I have to
Yeah.
be very aware of my camera.
Valid, and I appreciate you for doing that.
I do what I can.
Wow.
I do what I can.
Some of us are scared of everything.
All my
Wow.
buddies.
It's me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Anyways. You're playing D&D.
Cool. What's next?
So you have Chapman, who is sitting with I forgot how to pronounce her name, with Sister Dragotta right now, and sort of giving her details. You see them chatting back and forth, and she's sort of while listening to him, poring over these maps, but they seem a little preoccupied. You can hear the healers from the other room and the infirmary asking for various tonics and potions and herbs so that they can patch these wounds and everything. But it does seem like this place is a little preoccupado. But you have an
could get a
entire
drink.
town to visit. You could get drinks right after
No.
we take a little breaky poo.
Oh.
Ooh, a breaky poo.
Yeah, a little breaky poo.
Stretch, little bio, little hydrate.
Oh yeah,
Bio break.
get
All
that good in.
All right, everybody, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll see what shenanigans happen after the break. See you in a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're back.
Hello. Welcome back to the Free City of Jost, where we meet mighty adventurers ready to have a little break of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really. They just asked us to do something else.
We're gonna go take a little drink at the tavern first, though. We're gonna decompress,
Hey.
and then after we talk to the queen, then we'll go do the extra stuff.
What was the name of that girl that Vivian gave the book to? She wouldn't remember, but I'm just curious. As a player.
Sister Jagoda.
Sister Jagoda. Okay.
I'll put it in chat.
Thanks. She might want to. I don't know.
Get it back.
Yeah.
Set her up with a Scandier.
Hey, Vivian's got to eat. All right. I don't know why everybody makes this weird every time we go to civilization, but Vivian has.
Girls
to eat.
gotta eat.
Girls gotta eat. All right.
Fair enough, queen.
Okay.
I love what we do in the shadows.
Jagoda, Missouri. That's a cool name.
I know. Jagoda Mazurek.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, girl.
Go on.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But yeah, it is a little bit after in the later afternoon, probably about 3 to 4 p.m. People are running around the marketplace. There's a little bit more foot traffic in the streets of Jost. What would you like? Trudeau. Am I being too extra? Oh, sorry.
You're laughing at me, Sawyer.
I'm laughing at you and something Alex sent. Anyway.
Be polite.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So true. What we doing, y'all? What's the plan? We have a beach episode. Go hang out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just-
Hold on, let
I
me
hate,
pull up
you
my
know,
prep
I'm a bit
materials for the volleyball
susceptible
montage.
to the sunshine.
You're not. Oh, we gotta get you a little parasol.
You and me both, Uki.
Maybe we can go not to the beach.
Yeah, we're not going to the
Oh.
beach.
Oh,
I do miss
excuse me.
sand.
What?
Sorry,
Oh, do
I
we-
just read the thing that Alex
Yeah.
said.
So I guess we find a Scander. What were you doing outside? Were you just like moping around outside?
Yeah,
the door?
actually, Iskander, what were you doing outside?
He just kind of went outside and stared into the sky.
At the sun.
Not at the sun, just in the direction facing away from the sun. Wherever the sun isn't, he was looking. He was just kind of looking up, thinking about his life choices, how he got here.
Searching for his masculinity.
Damn, hey,
Just trying
virginity
to-
does not make you any less masculine.
That's what Uki said.
Fine.
You are
It just
perfect.
makes you bitchless. That's okay though.
Exactly like you are.
Maidenless.
Maidenless. Just
Maidenless?
maidenless.
Zero maidens.
Zero.
Zero
But,
maidens.
he when you would have found him, he probably just would have been sitting down reading a book after staring into the sky for about 10 minutes, going over his life choices.
Jesus Christ, you sad little man.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a new quest. I don't know if you were there for that part.
Nope, didn't
We're
didn't
going
hear
on a
it.
boat ride.
Oh, fun, I suppose. Where to?
A smelly cave.
Cave of what is it? Reaver? Reader?
Reaver Cave.
Reaver
Cave.
Cave. That sounds like
Ooh.
fun, right?
It
Are we
sounds
not-
like work, but
Are we
I
not going to-
suppose.
Sorry, are we not going to be here tonight?
We are. We're not leaving right now. I'm just filling him in on.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
still
the
have to meet
next-
with the queen.
what we're doing right now. We have free time until this evening. We talk with the
Free
queen, and then
time.
I'm assuming we head out tomorrow. I think that's the plan. Is that
Do
everybody
we
cool
have a
with that?
boat?
Sounds
Well,
good
I'm
to me.
assuming we'll figure that out after we talk to the queen
Oh, okay.
and everything. Because I don't. Has anybody ever sailed before? Anybody?
I grew up in a
That doesn't know.
What?
cave.
So I asked this just out of curiosity. What does everyone think would happen if I bit the queen?
Oh, nothing good.
I imagine she tastes very regal.
Right, that's what I was thinking, actually, Yuki.
Is this a
I would-
hypothetical or like a plan?
Right,
you're
it's a
posing?
hypothetical. I'm not trying to
I would
test you.
assume-
I don't know with you. Look, I don't want to assume anything.
I would assume that
Going to ask,
you and anyone you may be associated with, i.e., us, would be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah, probably.
Right, but
Unless it was consensual, then
Well, I mean, yeah,
Right,
that's
that's
their
fair.
own-
anything goes.
You
I mean, I
don't,
suppose if you ask first,
you don't
that's a
kill
different story.
them when you
I
feed
re-
from them, do you?
no, I typically do not.
So,
It's
so
probably
who,
perceived as a threat, though, on her life, because they don't know Vivian's intentions. They don't know anything about her, so.
but Vivian,
Right.
don't you usually do that behind closed doors?
Typically, yes, we're in an alley
I
or
say go for it. Get the queen alone and give her a taste.
in an alley.
Oh.
You know, I don't tell you where to do your business.
Right. No, I was just, actually, now the more that I think about it, I really should have kept that book. Maybe that would have been a good icebreaker or something. But
You could have had her sign it.
right,
Why?
yeah.
In the world, would she sign it?
Well,
Is that how
because
you-
clearly it's an instruction manual, and every time you complete
Yeah.
it, you should mark it off.
You of all people, Iskander, I thought would know that there are a great deal of queenly and princess-oriented type of fantasy stories. So,
That's true.
I have read my fair share of romance novels. Yes, sure.
Aw.
It
That's sweet.
seems like a fun thing. I would be interested in being in a relationship. It's just the opportunity
What?
hasn't presented itself.
Down,
You know?
boy.
You know,
Relax.
Not that I'm interested, but what did you read?
What's your favorite?
And he's kind of looking off to the side. It's boring. It's typical. It's not like anything spicy. It's
right.
the princess and the frog.
Oh no, I
Right,
like
the
that
princess
one.
and the
You
frog.
like kissing frogs?
I didn't.
I
say-
think. Well, I
I
mean, I think in this area, I assume he'd be the frog, 'cause the
I would-
prince, right?
Oh,
Right.
my
I
bad.
mean,
You like the idea of someone loving you fully, even if you're not. They don't. You like the idea of someone loving you. no
Can
matter
you
what
turn
look like.
into a frog
It's
too?
very sweet. No, it's a metaphor.
No, it's.
A what?
That makes
I
sense.
think
Metaphor.
I could really use that drink. I'm not much of a drinker,
Let's
but
go get a
it
drink.
seems like a good idea right now.
Get your little whiskey.
You know,
punch.
if you're into that kind of
Right.
reading, I have a book for you.
Oh,
I'd be glad to hear about it after.
I start
5
herding
drinks.
us toward the
Yeah,
tavern.
I
start
Absolutely.
shepherding
I start digging
everyone.
through the bags on Narla, and I find a very small book. And on the front it says "When twin tentacles intertwine."
Oh,
And I
Oh.
think
This one is well written. It's classy.
You know,
I
Definitely something that you don't.
I love this.
What a theme.
I am.
My God.
Iskander kind of looks at the book, looks around, and then just kind of sheepishly reaches his hand out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 1-day read. It's really informative.
I
don't know if it's gonna be informative for unless. Well, I know. Do you have that tentacle spell that people have? Is that a thing you have? Is that more of a warlock
What
thing?
did you like to know?
Well, I was asking Ascandia, but I assume that you. I assume you do.
I'm sure I could learn a tentacle spell, but I don't have that. That's not the point.
know-
I
Actually, what about have you ever, Iskander, read what is it called? Good Girls Don't Scry? That's a pretty good one.
That
I
seems like
it.
a lie from the title alone.
Right.
Because good girls,
Or
they scry.
but what about 101 Ways to Mage Hand? Have you read that one?
I've seen
I
that
had-
one. Yeah, it's alright.
Nice.
Iskander has
Right.
you get
pretty good.
Iskander has this kind of like wide-eyed look, and then he's like, "No, I've never read that," and
Right. What
Right.
about
very hard. Like you could tell
we're-
that he's lying.
if
I
we're
just-
into, I guess, a little more, since we're kind of in like a religious mood, what about like the clerical error?
That's a good one. That's a good
That's
one.
good.
It has a surprise
That one's good.
ending. Or you could do like robust tusks.
Oh,
Right,
my
right.
God.
If
Or
I'm
if
being
you-
honest, I'm a real big fan of the spell book.
Oh yeah.
Write about
Yes.
playful pommels, oiled knights, and sweaty fights.
I start going through Iskander's books again, very discreetly. I'm looking in his backpack.
Who wants to get away?
Just
That's a
kinda-
good conversation.
Do I-
Who needs the
Just
bar
very
when you've got the
flustered.
library?
Who needs to prep a game when this is
All
the
right,
material
or-
that comes for?
Perhaps you might like Bug Barely Fits.
Ow!
Oh
Ow!
my
Another good one.
God.
Yeah. That one twisted turns all over the place.
You know, the religious mood and whatnot. I do follow the goddess of Sunni, the goddess of love, and she says that anything could be a devotional act, really, if you think about it.
Oh, you know what? I read one time. A good show like this one. It was called The Fun Guy.
Oh, is it
All right.
mushroom folk?
Well, everybody's asexual in the book.
Oh, that's
Right.
It's about the fun guy.
You know, I used to pray to Anu Akma to let me see an elderly life. And I thought I wanted that with all my heart.
Well, didn't
And
happen, did it?
It didn't happen, but
Right.
now I'm upset that I can't just be dead. I have to be here too.
Right. Well, what about
It seems like you have some unfinished business.
going along
Is that
the lines?
maybe that's what your unfinished business is?
Going along the lines of being undead, you should probably try out that one book called The Lich Slap, when a banshee needs to know who's the boss in the bedroom.
That's a long title. Are we at the tavern?
Yeah, you're at the tavern. You've been there for quite some time.
I sit us down.
Yeah.
I order a round of shots because I feel like that's something we need right now.
Yeah, Yara's been writing down.
The titles.
Yeah,
You know, if you have a taste for skellies, I've got one called Bad to the Boning.
Oh.
Hmm.
That sounds interesting.
Or Night of the Rising Bone.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
you were
one too.
talking
That's
about
the
that one
second
earlier.
one in the series.
Seriously?
Well, if it's
I mean,
a trilogy,
there-
I would like to start with the first book if I'm going to read any of.
But there's
these
also,
books to
if
begin
you
with.
wanted to get more into what we would know right now, there's also 50 Shades of Grey, obviously.
All right.
That one's definitely PG.
You got anything that's got like a really vanilla enemies to lovers thing going on, or? Is it all...
Right. Yes, I do actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's called Moss Matches the Treetops: A Druid's Journey of Natural Exploration.
Oh,
I don't get
Right,
that
okay,
one. That
nice.
one's.
that sounds
Yeah,
lovely.
very
I'd like to
wholesome.
read
If you've
that.
ever met a druid,
Just
they do
asking-
not have curtains.
That's a joke. Well, some of them do. Some of them live in houses.
Right.
Oh,
So-
I wasn't asking for
I
me.
don't
I was
think-
asking for a friend,
It's
Or the
Right.
friend, right? Yeah.
really
Right.
good friend who just wants to see a nice romance play
Right.
out.
That's all right.
Well, if you like romance, then I might suggest The Hunt for Tender Meat, Hearts and Hunks.
That's a
know?
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I pass Iskander the shot.
Oh, thank goodness!
Wait, you got
Immediately
an
picks
extra-
it up and shoots it back.
Have you ever taken a
He's
shot
got the
before?
right
this
idea.
This
Oh.
is his first shot, and so it
Constitution
goes down.
saving throw,
he's halfway-
please.
He's Solus has turned around to pick up like a chaser for him before he's already taken it.
No idea what a chaser even is. He thinks this is it, and so he just takes it.
Let me get that
for
Constitution
An
save
11.
as Yarrow is just through Yarrow's hyping you up. You are able to stomach this first one as he's
Drink this.
go
Drink
go
this right
go
now.
go.
And Iskander takes the chaser and chugs it too.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, you
That-
want to get that one some water just a little bit for later,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, just he's gonna
Oh
need
yeah. Can I get a pitcher of water on me, please? Thank you so much.
And then another
Of
shot,
course,
please.
we'll bring it right this way.
Thank you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling
Mhm.
fine. Little
okay.
dizzy,
It's okay.
but I'm here. I'm good. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm good. I'm here. I'm good. I'm here. I'm
Mhm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, I'd like to
Solus
roll an
takes his
insight.
shot
I'd like
with
to roll an
practiced
insight
ease.
on that.
Do you allow this?
It's an A.
Yeah,
I'm so-
yeah,
yeah,
roll an
it's
insight.
only an eight.
I will roll a deception to see how well.
Probably better than an 8.
a 7.
It could be all this talk
incredible.
about books or these specific books or some, but it's candor. You're sweating a lot and your pupils are dilating. I think you're lying.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate being called a liar.
Oh.
Even if it might be true.
Okay, then my apologies. It's candor. I think you are bending the truth so that we don't know you're uncomfortable.
Thank you. Yes, I am. I am very uncomfortable right now. And is there any way I can get food, like a big pile of food?
Yeah, okay. Just breathe. Hey, look at the
See, Yarrow slides
okay.
over
It's all right.
a very murky green-looking shot to Goosh.
I threw it back so fast.
I've never seen anybody who's afraid of books like you are. Is it because you can't read?
That would be a very crippling issue for a wizard. Yeah.
I'm really
Very
proud of
embarrassing,
you.
actually.
If you've gotten this far with your fear of reading, you
Very.
are a hero.
Right.
I don't think it's the reading. I think it's what the books contain. If you catch my drift, it's the content.
But they're not horror stories.
No, it's some people aren't as open and comfortable about sex as other people are, and that's completely fine. And that's completely fine. It's not a judgment. That's not a judgment at all. But some people don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, you know what? I will tell you what my cousin Pookie told me when we were growing up together. Now, Pookie, you gotta understand, she has multiple tentacles. And in the Darrow culture, the more tentacles you have, the more desirable you are.
Naturally.
Understandable.
Unfortunately, I blossomed a little late after I crawled out of the goat's gut, and I didn't get any tentacles.
Right.
Right.
And it must make you feel very self-conscious to have less tentacles than everyone else.
Okay,
But your amount of tentacles is the right amount for you, Yuki.
That's right. And so my cousin Pookie told me the man is not made by the tentacle.
Right?
So, it's okay to feel a little uncomfortable when you see things in the books that don't match your
Right.
body. But your
Right.
body is perfect. Exactly
I just
like
wanna-
it is.
And it's also not the size or the shape or the number of tentacles. It's the, how you use them, right?
I just want to say I don't have any problem with any tentacle-related part
So
of
you're
my
into
body.
that?
No.
Sorry, I'm just wanna.
No,
I
this
don't
is
know how to answer.
a
The
metaphor.
more I know, the better I can answer your
Right.
question.
And beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, Iskander. So it's okay.
I mean,
You
know,
are a
that's-
it's
desirable
natural.
wizard, illiterate wizard, and that is okay.
He's not.
Yarrow
not-
slides Goosh another shot, just like silently in the background.
Yeah.
Takes another one with you.
I'm here to tell you.
I take another shot of just regular alcohol. I don't know what they're drinking.
They don't know what they're drinking either. They
Vivian,
Oh God.
Okay,
Vivian is going to send a message to Jakota.
yeah. Okay.
She's going to say, where do I know the name of this place?
The tavern.
The tavern.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Prosloka tavern.
Okay.
Not cabin.
So she's gonna send a message to Dakota. So I was thinking if you wanted to take a break, actually, you could come to this tavern that I'm at. Whatever the DM just told me the name was that I just forgot. So I'll see you soon.
So
Shoot your
true.
shot, Queen.
Okay, girl.
Go off. All right. Yeah, you send your message off.
Iskander grabs another shot and
I quickly push a chaser next to him. Okay, remember this.
okay,
Okay, go now.
Right.
throws it back.
All right, please.
Another-
at disadvantage.
Good.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's a 9, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse. That's a 7.
Iskander, how does this shot fail to go down?
So
Oh no! It doesn't go down
Woof.
at all.
Oh, it just doesn't remain down.
Oh, babe.
so he throws it back, and he sits there for a second, and he's like, maybe I don't need the chain.
Oh, all right, okay.
Ah, we still love you.
Right.
Right.
on my
I am
Here,
going
Michael.
to go to the laboratory.
Are you all right?
I am fine.
Are you sure?
And
Yeah.
he just stands up and shamefully walks away.
Oh, goodness.
I just want to tell everybody, I'm feeling a little bit of a soft spot for Iskander. Like, I want to help.
Yeah, I do too.
Iskander, as you head off to the laboratory, would you please roll me a perception check?
Oh.
3, natural 1.
So you hear voices. It seems like there's a couple people just outside of this bathroom area having a conversation, but through the door, as it sort of like slams behind you, it just sounds like. And you can't quite make out what they're saying.
Right.
I am covered in puke. I'm just going in and washing myself off.
Yeah, there's a little like
Poor thing.
there's water for you to use.
Yeah.
Just like a little blockage.
So what now?
I
I'm
think
going to
that
get dinner.
I think that's a good indicator that perhaps we should cut him off. I think I'm good. I've been drinking here all day. Pretty good mood if you ask me.
Good
What do you want? I could sing a little jig right now if I wanted, but I don't know if it's a little loud in here.
Yeah.
A
It's
jig?
not loud.
What is your favorite kind of jig and song to sing, Yaro?
You genuinely asking?
Yes.
You want me to perform?
I would love for
Yes.
you to perform, actually.
Please perform.
I've been
So badly.
I've been waiting nearly all of my own life for something like this.
All right, and he sets his drink down with a purpose. Gather round, all you people. I've got a little song for you in tune for our mighty adventurers who have come back from wherever we just were. They fought an ex-boyfriend and it was valiant.
He was
Anyway-
a little bitch.
Hey, screw that guy. He
Right
was
on.
the worst. I hate him just as much as you do, Miss Vivian. I promise.
Right.
But here's a little tune to our mighty adventurers and to all the fallen. And he starts to gather people around. He goes, "Of all the money that I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all."
Yeah.
To the adventurers right here, they're all seated around me. You can see each one of them now, and he points to each one of you.
Don't
then
tell him,
this
but
time
that was horrible.
Point East Can.
He's real
And-
proud of himself.
His robe and like wadded up into a ball, and he's just in like this pair of white pants and white cotton shirt. And he just kind of looks around as everyone's like ending the song, and then he just kind of sadly mows his way back to the table.
Oh, look, it's
Even-
Kendra's already in his
I missed the
90s.
song. I missed the song.
It's okay, it wasn't very
You
good.
can sing a, you can
There's
sing
a small
song if
group
you'd
of
like.
people like applauding you as you walk by. Iskander.
Just kind of adding to the shame of the walk as he clutches his puked on robe.
Okay.
This poor man.
As
Do we have somewhere to stay?
Oh, it's the
Stay.
question.
Well,
I did get us a room here. All I did was say we just got in a big fight and we brought back a shield maiden and they were like, there's some rooms available. So there's that.
That's good.
Yarrow, I was meaning to ask you if you wanted to maybe try song techniques later tonight.
I don't really know techniques. You just feel it in your heart and then you let it
Right.
come out in your words
Yeah,
and then you
that's
make
a-
little. Yeah.
That is really exactly what I'm talking about. If you wanted to, perhaps share some of your experiences with me.
I'm actually writing a book. I could get you a
Right.
copy of all my adventures.
Right.
what's it called?
Against the undead. No offense.
Your book. Your book. What's it
No,
called?
none taken.
Well, it's actually a working title. If I heard you guys talking about titles, and I kind of wanted to see if you wanted to weigh in. What would you call a compendium of valiant adventures from the most hero dwarf that you know? It's me. I am. That's me.
I gathered.
Okay. Cool.
Tales that dwarf all other tales. I don't.
I mean, it's not bad.
A tale to dwarf other tales? I don't get it.
Oh, that's going
play
down
on-
here.
To play on words.
Is that like a
This is
metaphor?
To play on words.
Right,
It's
tales.
a joke title. Yeah.
That.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, if you're just going to go pass out or whatever, it's fine. But I was just going to chat with you, maybe.
Ah, right.
me?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Vivian. Whatever. Okay, I get it.
Oh, are you talking to me?
My
Yep.
God.
Yes.
I mean, okay.
All right.
Sure. What, I'm not, what do you want? Do you still want to talk about song techniques?
She doesn't.
Right. We would just need a separate room if you want to go get a separate room.
I've got each have a private room upstairs.
Oh, you do? Oh, all right. Where's
All
your
of
room?
us. But you upstairs?
You two,
Right.
go ahead. We'll wait around here. I need to put some food in this one. And he gestures at a scanner.
Yes, and perhaps we could talk while I eat.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna sit here and watch you eat in silence.
Well, no, I mean it. Not like I have something.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can talk.
Should Goose and I go find a room? Is that what's happening?
Goosh is busy drinking.
I'll
Um.
just show you
For
where
the
they are.
party.
They're over in the far wing over here. I know it's a bit of a big inn, but I'll show you. And he starts to like jaunt upstairs.
Vivian will go with them.
All right. While they are tottering off, what are the rest of you doing?
I ordered Scandir not like bland, very palatable food, like something just to put on his stomach. I know he's gonna feel so gross after this. Just some chicken, something very simple: chicken, mashed
Bread,
potatoes,
some carbs. Give him some carbs.
breads. Yeah,
Wrap it up.
and some water.
Well, since everybody's leaving, I guess I'm just gonna go be by myself and not do any. Darla, come on, this way.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
be careful.
Is
Don't get lost. We'll be here if you want to come back. I don't.
Okay.
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 He gives him a little thumbs up.
If there was a bush, I would disappear into it. I look very
Disappear into the
suspi-
shadows.
Yeah, I look very suspicious with Narla. Yeah, as we putter off to another room.
Should we be
Okay.
worried about that?
I have no idea anymore. I it's his life,
So, going back upstairs for just a moment, Yarrow is showing you, he opens a wooden door. Lady Vivian, that'll be your room that you'll be staying in, and then the rest of these four are the ones that your companions will be staying in, and then I'm right across the hall right here. They couldn't get in the adjoining room because the hallway doesn't go down that far. There you go.
Right, and she's going to reach forward to grab Yarrow and pull him into the room.
Oh,
Go ahead and make a melee attack for me if that's what you want to do.
You got to earn his affection on the battlefield.
That is pretty fitting, though.
Sounds like a Yarrow kind of thing, yeah.
24.
Ooh.
24 hits as you drag him into this room. And he only half resists because he is a little bit inebriated and doesn't quite register.
She'll shut and lock the door. So, I was wondering if you could perhaps tell me some more about killing undead.
What you mean? As he kind of sobers up.
I just want to know more about it. Because I have a particular person that I want to kill. And you say that you are the best at this?
Right. Yeah. I don't know about specific people, but I do know that fire works quite well. I have a little bit of a concoction that I like to make for defending the walls, you know, the tar and the fire. Hard to escape. Of course, you can't miss the smell of burning flesh of ghouls.
I'm going to need that concoction shown to me when you're not drunk.
It's probably a good call.
Alright. What can you tell me about killing people like me? We talked about this, you know. And you like to show off and express your bravado.
I do.
Have you ever killed a vampire before? Are you a fucking liar?
I don't think I like your tone all that much. Just when I was starting to like you too. Mind unlocking that door before I break it down?
Fine. So unlock
Thank
the
you.
door for him.
He hurries past you and goes to his room. You hear the door slam, and then you hear the click of the lock.
She'll wait 5 minutes before knocking on his door.
He doesn't answer you.
He will pick the lock.
Oh,
Go ahead and
my
roll me
God.
sleight of hand.
Oh, queen.
Okay. I'm just seeing if there's a spell I can use to help you out. Bardic Inspiration.
You can't
We're gonna-
charm a lock
Question,
now, can you?
Question:
I mean-
when I come upstairs, do I see Vivian trying to pick this lock?
Are you coming upstairs right now?
Yeah, I left the table. Yuki left the table to go up to one of the rooms.
So
Yeah,
the roll total, just so you know, TM was 23.
Oh, never
23.
mind.
So you hear the lock sort of out of its locked position.
Oh my
She
God.
will crack it open and say inside, "I'm very sorry for being rude earlier. Can we talk?"
I know. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, or what kind of game you're playing with me, but I gotta say, I don't much appreciate it. If you
Not-
want to talk, I'll sober up in the morning. Shut the door on your way out, please.
All right. She'll shut the door.
Thank you. You hear like the rustling of like bedding. He's probably climbing into bed, and you see the candlelight go out underneath the door. A few minutes later, lock.
She'll go back to her room.
Okay, we go back down, Yuki, real quick, as you head upstairs, you see Vivian, walking into her room from across the hall.
Great. I picked one. A room, any room.
There's
What's it
a
for
row
one?
of 5 right there.
Perfect. I pick one. I go in. I pull Narla in. I very shiftily lock the door. And then I run over to Narla and I start going through the bags and I find the piece of the robe.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I would like to try to figure out what the hell this is.
The holy robes?
Yeah! Can I, like, is there a way to make a roll or a tune to it, or how does it work?
So yeah, it does require attunement, but you have been traveling with it for quite some time, so let me go ahead and pull up that information for
And
you
it's
really
not very
quick.
big, right? It's just like a piece of cloth.
It is a small scrap of cloth. It could fit inside of like a really small container, because what's left of it is just like scraps that can be folded up really small.
Gotcha.
It is old.
Okay, I try to be gentle.
So you handle it gently as I open up this bad mamma jamma. So as you remind me real quick of here, let me actually just check something really quick on you here, Yuki. Do 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 do. I'm sorry, I can't really see your alignment right away.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm chaotic neutral.
So actually, yeah, you pick up this object and you've been carrying it for quite some time, but it doesn't seem to take to you. With any sort of strength.
It's not working, Narla. Maybe I need to wear it. I put it in my pants.
You can sense the magical hum that would come from an object, just the general magic vibe that magic items give off,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to respond to you.
Oh, boy. Okay, well,
Tuck that back in Narla's bag. I'm trying to make sure there was nothing else that we had that needed to be noted. We collected a lot of stuff. Gold, the Durgos family history, documents of the castle, these ivory stones, some kind of corpse piece ring.
Yeah, corpse piece ring. I have the information for that. Just as far as the robes are concerned, you do sense that they might respond better to someone like Solus or Iskander.
oh, I see, Mr. Robes. You've got a problem with those of us that choose to live their life on either side. Okay. All right, I get it. You don't want anything to do with my cat.
And I just kind of mutter to myself, like, I'm not good enough for this stinking piece of cloth to tell me what the hell is going on. I'm fine. And I shove it back in the bag, and I pull out a bunch of other stuff. There's like gems. I don't want any of that gold. I don't want that. That's all for everybody else. I just want to go through the stranger items.
Yeah, so as you pull up this corpse peace ring that got you in such a fervor, you see that this delicate marble ring was created by the Iron-Crag dwarves, who battled the ghouls and vampires of the duchies in the Gristle Marches. So when you slip, after like spending some time with it, attuning to it, when you slip the band onto a finger of a corpse, it protects the body from decay, and the corpse can't become undead so long as the ring remains on its finger. Days the corpse spends wearing the ring don't count as days spent dead, effectively extending the time limit on spells such as wasted.
Oh, I put it on it. It doesn't do anything because I'm alive. Put it on. Take it up. Okay.
It looks creepy.
Man, what a stylish piece, huh?
And I like show it to Narla. I'll hang on to it, knowing now what it does, knowing it's not going to do anything to me or for me at the moment.
Does fit with your ensemble though.
Yeah. I'm not really one for jewelry, Narla, but maybe that's why I'm still alone.
Oh,
As you get a little bit introspective and sad hanging out with Narla up here, we're gonna go back downstairs.
Yeah.
To Goosh, Solus, and Iskander.
Is Goosh still party hardying?
Oh my god, yeah. He's just throwing shots into his acid cap.
anytime
Great time.
he runs past, Solus just pours a little water in there.
Fair enough.
You see the other patrons in the bar starting to like hand Goosh drinks, just in
What's the worst
disbelief
that
of
can happen?
what he is and what he can do.
Yeah. Just straight in there. He's just having a grand old time.
Fair enough.
Cutting loose.
Iskander's kind of picking at his food, and then he's looking down at his plate, and then suddenly he just, do you think I belong here?
Do you mean like the proverbial here, like on this plane of existence, or with our group? What can I get what's here?
The latter one. Do I belong with this group? I mean, I look around and you're all so experienced, I suppose. I haven't seen much battle, and I haven't.
I will tell you right now, there have been several fights. If you weren't there, all of us would have died. So, thank you for that.
No,
I'm not going to. None of us really belong anywhere at this point. We've got a Darrow that's rather existential, a vampire with I can't get a read on, a mushroom cap who I can't tell if half the things he says are true or false. A runaway nobleman that has yet to tell the other nobility that he's alive, and a little wizard that I don't know much about but quite like. So that makes a fun group.
I suppose it is fun being here, but I don't know. It just feels like I'm so behind.
Everybody has to start somewhere. I didn't walk out of the womb wielding this sword, and he pats the sword. And if it makes you feel better, I'd rather you were here than not.
That does make me feel better, I suppose. Yeah, I just, I've been thinking, and yeah, I'm sorry I flew off the handle earlier about all.
I mean, to be fair, it was 4 people ganging up on you about your sexual status, so I can't blame you for that one.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't the part that upset me. I just had nothing to tell them. I don't really know what I want in that regard. I mean, I had 2 loving parents, and their relationship seemed fine, and I even they had 2 kids, and
maybe don't think too much about your parents having sex. That might derail the conversation.
No. That I just remembered something very important.
Care to share?
I told you loosely what I remembered about how I died, right?
Yes.
I remember me and the fire and the blood and the 2 bodies.
Mm-hmm. There should have been
but I just remembered that. Oh no.
What does that mean for us now?
It means I'm the worst older brother who's ever lived.
And I think I might beat you out for that
and
one,
died.
But, well, once again, might beat you out for that one, but we can call it a tie. We can call it a draw.
There's like 3 people pouring whiskey into Goosh's acid.
Hey! Please don't kill the mushroom. Hey!
Mushroom!
I pick up a bread roll off the table and I chuck it at one of the guys. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yes.
I don't have I'm
just a dexterity roll.
Oh, sick. Okay, I don't have any ranged weapons to roll.
Since you're not like attacking, you're just like
14.
Go on, get. Yeah. So you see, clocks one of them in the face, and you kind of just like,
hey,
right,
hey.
gotcha. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I didn't.
Thank you.
My bad. Sorry.
Jesus.
Didn't mean to upset the warrior.
Oh my god. Sit down. Sit down.
Okay. Okay. And he goes like he nopes out real fast.
Thank you. Right. What were you saying? So your sister? Was it sister?
Yeah, my sister.
I mean, well, do you think that she might have become a shade?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if she was a shade, her body still would have been there, right? I mean, this isn't my physical form. I mean, my body was there, right?
Right.
So where could she have gone? I don't.
Hey. It's okay. Breathe.
Mm-hmm.
What's done is done,
Mm-hmm.
and we will figure it out. All right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. It's whatever happens, it's going to be fine. All right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. You should also eat your dinner, or you're going to be even more sick later.
I suppose you're right.
I tend to be. It's a curse and a blessing. So your sister maybe kidnapped, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, she and I were only ever together at the house. She spent a lot of time with Dad. She went outside a lot with Dad. I stayed inside with Mother, reading and studying, and they went and did their own thing. And, they didn't talk about it much, but so I mean, maybe I can't remember the details of that night, but maybe Father sent her out on some sort of errand, and maybe she found my body. Maybe she saw my body. Did she see my body? Oh, what?
Hey, it's all right. Hey, it's all right. There's no use worrying. There's literally no use worrying about it. You can't change anything that's happened, and you can't change anything that anyone did in that moment just by fixating on it. Remembering what happened might give us an idea of where to go from here. If maybe she's alive and ran off. Maybe she's out there looking for you right now. Well, no, not looking for you because she probably thinks you're dead.
Dead.
You can be looking for her. That at least someone's looking for each other.
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to start, after I died, but I guess we can't all do everything right, I suppose.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Trust me. So we'll figure it out. We'll find your sister. We'll find it. We'll figure it out. You have my word. I'll help you. I will help you do this.
What is Goosh doing as they're having this heart to heart?
Goosh is truly just like he's dancing. I think he's maybe he's like cutting a rug with all the other people. If there's no dancing, then possibly doing feats of strength to kind of combat the people in this bar. Generally just kind of throwing down and having a good time.
Living his best life.
So as you are cutting a rug with some of these bar goers, you see this 7-foot tall, seemingly half giant, all biceps man walk up to you.
Oh.
I heard you're the strong one.
Then you heard correctly, son.
Squishy little mushroom guy like you? Want to test your mettle? I have never been beaten in an arm wrestle.
Then prepare yourself.
And he extends his big old fingies, like to meet yours.
I reach forward with my sticky little hand.
He's the only person who's never grimaced at your little mushroom hand meeting his. And he grabs it with fortitude. You ready?
I was made ready.
Oh, I believe you. Let's go. And I need you to roll me a strength check.
I'm going to use one of my rages. Because this is important.
My God.
As you rage for this, that's pretty good. Okay.
Was this just raw strength?
It's just raw strength.
Ooh. Yes. As
he flexes his biceps.
Oh God. I just want to roll. Oh, hell yeah. Another one. Ooh. Okay. It was 21 was the highest.
Okay, so you both push back and forth, but seeing as he is unable to get you down and you are unable to get him down as you roll the exact same number.
Oh my God.
As you see, this dude has like a vein pulsing out the side of his temple that he's straining super hard with to beat you in this arm wrestling contest.
Impressive.
And I would like you to roll one more time.
Hell yeah. Oh gosh. This counts as a turn, doesn't it? Would I have to spend another rage to roll with advantage again?
No.
Did you even add your 2 points of rage to your last roll?
Ooh, that's only to damage.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Strength.
Oh,
that was a natural 20. Oh God.
Natural 20?
20 for a 24.
All right, this guy, his temple is pulsating so hard, there's actually just a tiny little bit of blood that comes out as he gives out. His whole arm just slams on the table. You can hear the squish of your arm on his own. I actually had a friend who had that condition. Every time he worked out and worked up a sweat, his blood it'd bleed a little bit.
Holy shit! What the?
It's a thing that happens a lot.
I've never heard of that. Oh my goodness.
Funny little thing.
It was a brave effort.
As you roid out and crush this dude, and his pride looks hurt. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a good arm wrestle. Thank you.
He does the predator handshake, grips the forearm.
His countrymen.
You two lock eyes. Just the one shake, and he gets another mug. Defeated.
Another round.
The oil on your biceps glistens as the camera focuses.
Just he's radiant.
It's not oil, it's mucus from the acid cap.
It is not oil, it is mucus.
It is not oil, it is mucus.
It absolutely is. He's just having the time of his life. This is his favorite terrain.
Well fought. He flashes a thumbs are you good? All right. Sure.
Well, at least someone's enjoying himself tonight, right?
I'm having a lovely night. I'm with my friends. Might be a strong word for friends. Yeah.
Friends. I would consider you all friends. I would consider 80% of this group friends.
What's the 20%? You slime.
And Iskander remembers back to when he promised Vivian anything if she would let him drive the cart in the alley.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
well, good alcohol, good friends. Not much more I can ask for.
Yuki, if you wouldn't mind giving me a quick little perception check.
Oh.
Okay. Perception. 12?
12 as you hear one of the other doors in the hallway open and a few moments later shut.
We had all the rooms on this hallway.
Yeah, but there are 5 more rooms across from yours.
Oh. Feel like it's not any of my business, but...
However,
relatable.
Can I peek? Do I catch a peek of them?
So as you peek outside, you don't see whatever happened, but you do look next door to your neighbor Vivian, and you see a fat stack of papers sitting outside her door.
But I heard a door close.
Yeah, I heard a door open and then close.
Was it Vivian's door?
It was not.
I'd like to go to the... Okay. I'm gonna make myself grow whiskers. I'm gonna cast Warning Whiskers, which means my passive perception goes up by 5. That makes it a 17.
Okay.
My
and
lord.
I put my ear to the door.
To Vivian's door?
To the door, whoever went in and out.
Well, it's hard to tell which door it was. You just know it was one of them across the hall.
Great.
With a 12.
Can I go around and I kind of smell and listen to see which one it might be?
They're all closed now.
But I have extended. Basically, this gives me it's a magic spell that gives me special perception.
With my whiskers, so I can feel, I can hear, I can sense things. So my hope is that I can tell who's in what room. I can hear people on the other side. I can hear their conversations, their activities.
You hear people wrestling in bed. One of the rooms a few down from you and across the hall, someone's humming to themselves. But there's a few scattered noises of just general daily life, settling in, that kind of stuff, rustling of bedding, taking off shoes.
Okay, well, I go back to my room in mouse form and hang out there for a while to see if I hear anything else.
Some time passes, but it seems like people are settling in. You just hear the general, like, people walking down the hallways, having conversations type of deal. But with the 12, scrolling.
Because I think, let me double check that. My passive perception is ridiculously high now. I'm so sorry. That's an 18 passive perception.
Okay, so with an 18 passive, you do hear a pair of people pass by your room, and it's hard to make out the beginning of the conversation, but as they walk by your door, you can hear one of the merchant vessels that docked here a month ago found a ghost ship adrift in the strait. Heard it from one of the sailors that they found the crew below deck. All dead. Drained dry, not a drop of blood between them. No way. Oh, yes, way. That's exactly what Nidheim said. No, he didn't say that. No, he had to have been like telling a story about like a legend or something. Nope. What he said was that they were all drained dry and left there. That's bananas, dude. No one would do that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, that's what he saw. He swears up and down, and I believe him. I think he's full of it. Whatever. And they start to trail off as they pass your door.
Vivian hasn't been on any boats lately, right, Narla? Okay. Well,
I imagine Yuki's got these disgusting whiskers, and I'm like all ears and face up against the other side of this door as these two people pass by totally unknowingly as I listen to them.
But is there anything else y'all would like to do before bedtime rolls near?
No, I'm good.
Did Jakota show up?
She did not. Kind of would seem that she has a task before her, a mighty one. Just try and plan out.
Priorities are all messed up, in my opinion, but we'll move on.
She clearly needs to read more books.
Clearly.
She might actually be currently enamored by this book so that she can have a little peace and quiet to herself so she can
don't eat.
Please.
Oh. Yeah?
Vivian's heated now.
I just whips the pen up.
You're not you when you're hungry, Vivian.
Oh, poor thing.
It's true.
All right,
It's true.
if there is nothing that anybody else would like to do before bed, then I think now is a good time to bring this day to a close as we prepare for the journey ahead of us in next week's session of Empire of the Ghouls. Thanks for coming on our spooky adventure.
Wow.
As
love
always, I am Kenzie the Han, your fun-loving, goofy-headed dungeon master. You can find me on Twitter at Kenzie the Han, and this is what I like to do. So, at me. I'm gonna kick it over to Friday.
Hello, I am Friday. I play Vivian. I do other things. We're putting together an undead supplement called, well, I don't know what it's called yet, but it's under Vineyard TTRPG on Twitter. You can also follow me, Is Friday TV on Twitter, and I will kick it over to Alex.
That's me. I'm Alex. Hi. You can find me at Actor Feet on Twitter, and you can find me also on Half Orc Half Orchestra on Spotify and Apple Music.
So good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh.
I'm going to kick it over to my good friend Sawyer.
Hi, I'm Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at queer_elf_club. You can find me on TikTok at queerelfclub. No underscores if you like cosplay content. If you like seeing me play D&D, you can find me on the Summerbound channel. I am in their Frankenpunk anthology on and off, and I am in the Mortal Reverie stream. I think that's everything I got to say. I'm going to kick it on over to Sloan.
Hello, my name is Sloan, aka Artplebe. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me on the internet at Artplebe pretty much everywhere. I make TTRPG content. I do a ton of D&D streams, and I enjoy life on the internet. So come hang out with me. I don't know. This turned weird. Dot?
Hi, friends. I'm. Wait, did we get everybody? That was everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Wonderful. I'm Little Red Dot. You can find me online where Little Red Dots are found, mostly here on Kobold Press, as well as my podcast, Stitch of Fate, if you like vampire stuff. It's a little World of Darkness action for you. Right now, I'm running a crazy little show on Monday nights over here called The Great Ooze Escape. So if you want to see what an adventure's like, where everybody plays different oozes, and they're trying to escape the dungeon they are unknowingly a part of, you can come over for full-on shenanigans. It's kind of ridiculous. And this little project that Friday is a part of, I'm lucky enough to be writing on as well. So make sure you check that out. Yes. Speaking of little projects, Kobold Press is in the middle of a brand new Kickstarter called Campaign Builder. Oh my God, I cannot type tonight, y'all. Campaign Builder Cities and Towns. There's a link for it. We're so close to the $100,000 mark. We've got almost 1,600 backers on the project already, and it launched just yesterday. So we're reaching stretch goals like crazy. And if you want to know more about that Kickstarter and what you can expect from the book, join us every Wednesday afternoon over here for Kobold Chats at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern in the afternoon, and we'll get you all caught up. And I think this week we're interviewing the great Sarah Madsen, who's one of my favorite writers.
Ooh.
I know. Sarah Madsen's coming over to talk about the importance of the structure of magic when you're building cities and towns. So it should be a very cool chat and conversation. So make sure you come. Yeah, I know, right? What a cool topic. So come check it out. Come drop by. That'll be this Wednesday. And we're actually, after this, everybody, going to go raid D&D Beyond, who is helping right now with Jasper's Game Day week. They are raising money for Jasper's Game Day. If you don't know about Jasper's Game Day, you should, because they are a fantastic nonprofit organization that raises money to raise awareness for suicide awareness. So we're actually going to be supporting them over the next 2 Mondays with the Great Escape. Oh, we lost somebody. We're going to be supporting them over the next, so funny, 2 weeks, 2 Mondays as well. But for right now, we're going to go over there and raid D&D Beyond. Make sure, I believe tonight is Satine Phoenix night, so Satine is running a one-shot. Make sure that you make donations and support the cause, and, to share all your Kobold love over there with them. So here we go. We're raiding D&D Beyond. That raid starts now. Great. We will see you all next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel. Bye, everybody.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye.